Close your eyes for a moment. Do not try to understand, just feel. Let your breath come and go. Do not control it, simply watch. And in this watching, something magical begins. A door opens, not outside but inward. The breath becomes the key to a doorway long forgotten by the modern mind. The doorway of the third eye. The breath is not just air. It is not just oxygen. It is not just a physical function to keep the body alive. Breath is prana, life energy, and hidden within the dance of inhalation and exhalation is a secret rhythm that can awaken the divine within you. You see, in ancient India, we never separated the breath from consciousness. The Upanishads said, "There is a breath behind the breath." The seers did not call it air. They called it a current of cosmic intelligence moving through your body, and at the center of this subtle current lies a mysterious lotus, the third eye. In every temple of India, you will find the deity with a dot on the forehead. That is not mere decoration. That is a symbol, a pointer, a sacred reminder that the human being has a hidden eye that does not look outward, but inward. The third eye is not made of flesh. It is made of awareness. It does not see forms, it sees essence. The Shiva Sutras whisper, when the mind is absorbed in the heart, the hidden vision opens. This hidden vision is the third eye. In the science of yoga, it is called the Ajna Chakra, positioned exactly between the eyebrows. But remember, it is not in the flesh. It is in consciousness. But now, let us descend from mysticism to science, only to find that science is now slowly knocking on the same ancient door. Modern neuroscience speaks of a tiny gland nestled deep inside your brain, the pineal gland. It is shaped like a pine cone. The ancient Greeks called it the seat of the soul. Descartes, the French philosopher, called it the bridge between body and spirit. It sits in darkness, yet it regulates your inner light. It responds to cycles of light and dark. It produces melatonin, the chemical of sleep and stillness. And here is the most shocking revelation. The pineal gland has photoreceptors, like your physical eyes. Yes, it can see. Why would nature give the pineal gland the ability to perceive light if it were never meant to open? Because it was meant to open. But it does not open by sight. It opens in silence, and it opens by breath. Now let me take you deeper. Breath is the only physiological function that is both voluntary and involuntary. You can control it, and yet it continues even when you sleep. This is not a coincidence. This is a cosmic design. Why? Because breath is the bridge between the conscious and the unconscious. It is the thread that ties the body to the soul. When you breathe with awareness, you are no longer just a body. You are becoming a doorway. The yogis knew this. They developed practices like Nadi Shodhana, Bhramari, and Kumbhaka. Each of these affects your nervous system, your brain waves, your hormonal balance, and eventually your pineal gland. Modern science now confirms what the rishis already practiced in silence. Breathing slowly and deeply activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system of rest, healing, and introspection. When this system is activated, the amygdala, the fear center of your brain, calms down. Cortisol drops. Theta brain waves increase, those same brain waves found in deep meditation. And guess what? These theta waves are when the pineal gland becomes most active. It begins to pulse. It begins to glow. Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks of coherent breath awakening the latent energy in the brain, and yogis called it kundalini. Two languages, one truth. But how does breath awaken the third eye? You must understand, man. It is not just breathing that activates the third eye. If that were the case, every man would be enlightened. Everyone breathes. No, it is conscious breathing. It is watching your breath like a lover watches the beloved. It is intimacy with existence. When you inhale deeply and slowly, with full presence, You are drawing prana up the spine. The yogis speak of Sushumna Nadi, the central channel. When breath becomes subtle, the energy begins to rise, and when it touches the space between the eyebrows, it is like lightning striking the sky of your being. Suddenly, you are no longer in the body. You are watching the body. Suddenly, you are no longer thinking. You are watching the thinker. And this watcher, this seer, is the third eye. I am not talking about seeing angels. I am not interested in you seeing colors or chakras. These are toys of the spiritual kindergarten. When the third eye truly opens, you do not see new things. You see through things. You see that everything is impermanent, that thoughts are clouds, that emotions are ripples, and at the center there is silence, unmoving, untouched, unborn. The breath becomes slower. Sometimes it even stops, and in that moment, time stops. You have entered the timeless. The real meditation begins. In the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, it is said, the highest truth is revealed in breath retention. In the Shiva Samhita, the third eye is described as the place where the sun and the moon, the two nostrils, merge, and where the yogi sees the inner light. The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra gives over 100 techniques of meditation, and many of them begin with breath. One says, when the breath is still after inhaling or exhaling, there arises the revelation of the self. These were not metaphors, they were maps. You were given 2 eyes to see the world, but existence gave you a third, to see the truth. That eye does not open by desire. It opens by surrender, by silence, by breath. You are not here to seek visions. You are here to see clearly. And when the breath becomes sacred, the third eye becomes a flame. And in that flame, you are no longer a seeker. You are that which was being sought, so breathe and return home.